Okay, so in this video I want to start taking a look and just do a quick overview of type. Alright, so when we look at type, we have several ways where we can access type. And the first place that we want to take a look at is over on our toolbar. So we come on in, we find the T for type, we click, we open it up, and there we have our type. So we have all of these different options. Let's begin with the first one. So we have type tool, area type tool, type on path. These are our three major differences from our toolbar. We start with just the type tool. Now, when we have our type tool, we can see that up as we select it that we have all of these different choices. We can change what it looks like. We can change the size of our font. And depending upon the font, we might get the option to do bold or not. We can change the color of our font as well, right in here. And again, we click onto this guy, and we have the word type. There we have it. Now again, if we want to change the color, we could do a triple click, come on in, and right in here. Now I think I previously said it was associated with the stroke. It is not the stroke. It is actually the fill. You can add a stroke to your type as well. So I have it selected, and I can come on in here. Okay, and pretty much all of the type has a stroke that can be added. I'm going to turn that off because that doesn't work too well. And you can change the size of the stroke and all of that good stuff. So there we have it. We can take this, we can move it around. Now let's say that we have this and we want to change the size of it. Well, I can hold down Shift and make it bigger. It will not lose any of its resolution. Again, this is a vector-based program. I can also come in, triple click, and change it on through here. Now, what's really interesting is when I made it larger, originally I had it set, I believe, at, I can't remember, but you can see that when I made it larger, it's now at 72.9 points. Okay, so automatically it will change it. Illustrator will change the size. So for instance, as I start making it bigger, I can see that this grows up in here. Pretty cool. All right, so let's take a look at the next little thing in here. The next one is the type in an area tool. So whenever you do the type in an area tool, you want to think that you're putting type inside an object. For instance, you're putting type inside a shape. So we come on in, I'm going to start first. I'm going to draw a shape. I can say this is like my type box. Now it has a color with it. Once you put the type in, the color will disappear. So I can click onto this one, I click, see how it looks like so when we bring it over, and I can click, this is type in an area. Okay, again, it is like creating a text box. Okay, so there might be a time where you want it to be, if you want it to be in a circle, or really any shape that you create. Now I want to show you one more thing. Let's say that I come in, I can change the size, but let's say that you ever see this little red sign here. This is that the type is overflowing, the type doesn't fit into the box. So what you could always do is you could double click that, and then it will go into another box, and then these two are connected to one another. So kind of cool. Alrighty. Okay, there we have it. Alright, the next one that we want to take a look at is type on a path tool. And really what that is when we look at Illustrator, we know that Illustrator is made up of paths. So this around here as I hover is all a path. So I click and I grab my type on a path tool, I come, I hover. This is type on a path. There we have it. Any kind of shape that we want to create, we can move it around, do what we'd like to do with it. We could even come on in here and draw our own with the pencil tool. So I can click and again I can grab this guy and I can say one more time, type on a path. All right, there we have it. Now the next one, I think it's pretty easy. I'm going to just go over one of them, and then you can see that they're all related to another. So there's vertical type, vertical area type, and vertical type on a path tool. So what happens, vertical, okay? And they all correspond. I'm just going to do this super duper quick. So we come on into the next one, we grab this guy, we make a little guy right here, vertical. I think everyone understands what will happen. Okay, it's coming in vertically, and the same with the other ones. Okay, so the next one that we have, and this is newer in Illustrator Creative Cloud, is the Touch Type tool. So, all right, so the next tool that we want to just take a quick look at is the Touch Type tool. And this is actually a pretty cool one. It's new inside of Illustrator Creative Cloud. So pretty much what we're doing here is we're clicking on a character, and we can work with just that character. So for instance, I can come in, I can make this one a little bit bigger if I wanted to. I could change the color of it. So what's cool about when we have this one is we can just select certain characters and do certain things with them. So there we have it. That's type, an overview of type in Illustrator.